What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're shifting gears and leaving the fantasy worlds behind to celebrate the beauty of mechanical precision. We are talking about driving simulators, the games that turn your desk into a cockpit and your living room into a garage. Whether you're here to master the perfect racing line, haul 50 tons of cargo across a continent, or just learn how to survive a busy city intersection, this list is for you. We've gathered the absolute best of the best, from hardcore track sims to the most punishing off-road challenges ever created. We're going to cover everything from tire physics to the smell of digital diesel. So, grab your steering wheel, check your mirrors, and let's dive into the ultimate driving simulations you need to be playing right now. Let's hit the road. If you want to experience the true challenge of urban survival without the real-world insurance premiums, city car driving is your ultimate training ground. This isn't a racing game. It's a high-stakes lesson in patience and awareness. Developed to help people learn the rules of the road, it features some of the most unpredictable AI traffic and pedestrians you'll ever encounter. You have to manage everything: turn signals, the clutch, speed limits, and the absolute chaos of a morning commute. The game shines in its variety of conditions. Driving a manual hatchback through a blinding snowstorm at night will teach you more about car control than any arcade racer ever could. The physics are remarkably grounded, making you feel the weight of the car as you navigate tight turns and parallel park in spaces that look way too small. It's oddly satisfying to complete a perfect, legal drive across the city. Whether you're a student driver or a seasoned pro who wants to see how long they can last without a ticket, this sim is a masterclass in the everyday reality of the road. It's honest, it's educational, and it's a vital part of any sim racer's library. Prepare to meet your new obsession and your greatest frustration. SnowRunner takes the concept of off-roading and turns it into a strategic battle against nature. You aren't just driving, you're conquering environments that actively want to swallow your vehicle whole. From the frozen lakes of Alaska to the flooded plains of Russia, you're tasked with delivering massive cargo across terrain where roads are merely a suggestion. The physics engine is a work of art. The way the mud deforms under your tires and the way the snow packs down is incredibly realistic. You'll have to master the use of your winch, locking differentials, and high-low gear ranges just to move 10 feet sometimes. It's a slow-burn experience that rewards careful planning and patience. There is no feeling quite like finally pulling a massive 8-slot trailer out of a swamp after an hour of struggling. With a huge roster of licensed trucks from brands like Pacific and Western Star, it's a heavy machinery dream. It's zen-like at times and heart-pounding at others, proving that sometimes the biggest challenge isn't speed, it's just staying on top of the dirt. The newest entry in the world of stock car racing, NASCAR 25, is a massive leap forward for the franchise. Built on a brand new engine, this sim brings the intense, bumper-to-bumper heat of professional oval racing to life with stunning detail. Many people think NASCAR is just about turning left, but this game proves it's a high-speed game of chess played at 200 miles per hour. You have to manage the draft, watch your tire temperatures, and listen to your spotter as you're surrounded by 40 other cars in a pack. The aero modeling is sophisticated, meaning the dirty air from the car in front will actually affect your handling. The career mode is the meat of the experience, letting you grind through the regional series to make it to the cup. The lighting on the asphalt and the roar of the V8 engines create an atmosphere that is absolutely electric. It's a game of inches and nerves, where one wrong move can trigger a multi-car big one that looks like a masterpiece of destruction. It's loud, it's fast, and it's the most authentic NASCAR experience ever created for home consoles and PC. If you ever thought being a bus driver was a low-stress job, Bus World is here to shatter that illusion. This game takes the standard transportation formula and injects it with pure adrenaline by placing you in some of the most intense historical and fictional scenarios. You'll find yourself navigating the radioactive streets of Pripyat after the Chernobyl disaster, or trying to evacuate passengers during a catastrophic flood. The game focuses on different eras and unique challenges where your bus is often an old rattling machine struggling against the elements. The physics are surprisingly deep. Carrying a full load of passengers completely changes the braking distance and center of gravity of your vehicle. You have to be careful. One wrong turn on a muddy mountain pass and it's game over. It's a fascinating mix of a standard driving sim and an emergency management game. The sense of responsibility is real, and the atmosphere in the disaster zones is incredibly thick. It's a unique take on the genre that proves driving a bus can be just as heroic as driving a tank if the stakes are high enough. This is the game that started the mud physics revolution. MudRunner is a raw, gritty, and incredibly satisfying simulation of heavy Soviet-era machinery tackling the wildest terrain imaginable. You're dropped into a map with nothing but an old truck, a winch, and a compass. Your goal is to haul logs across the wilderness, but the terrain is your primary antagonist. The terrain deformation is legendary. Every time you spin your tires, you're making the hole deeper and the task harder for the next time you drive through. It's a game of mechanical sympathy. You have to know when to engage the all-wheel drive and when to save fuel. The multiplayer is a highlight, allowing you and your friends to form a literal convoy of steel to pull each other out of the muck. There's something deeply primal about hearing the engine roar as you crawl out of a riverbed covered in digital filth. It's a hardcore, no-nonsense simulation that respects the power of these old iron beasts and the skill it takes to operate them. If you haven't experienced the winch life, you haven't lived. Buckle up and hold on tight, because Duarte Rally 2.0 is the most intense and unforgiving rally simulation on the market. This isn't an arcade racer where you can bounce off walls. One small mistake here will result in a spectacular terminal crash. You're flying through narrow gravel paths in New Zealand, tarmac stages in Spain, and muddy forests in Poland, all while listening to the rapid-fire instructions of your co-driver. The surface degradation system means that if you're late in the running order, the road will be chewed up and much harder to navigate. The car handling is legendary. You can feel the weight transfer as you throw the car into a Scandinavian flick around a hairpin turn. The roster of cars spans decades of rally history, from the terrifying Group B monsters to modern WRC legends. The sound design is arguably the best in gaming. Every pebble hitting the undercarriage and every pop from the exhaust feels visceral. It's a high-focus, high-reward sim that will leave your hands shaking after a long stage. It's pure, unfiltered rally perfection. For those who want a modern, high-fidelity look at European city driving, CityDriver offers a beautifully realized recreation of Munich. This sim focuses on the lifestyle of driving, giving you access to a variety of vehicles from compact electric cars to powerful sedans. The level of detail in the cockpit and the external models is top tier, making it one of the best-looking urban sims out there. But it's not just a tech demo. The traffic rules, AI behavior, and road layouts are designed to be as realistic as possible. You'll have to navigate complex intersections, obey German traffic laws, and manage your vehicle's systems. It's a great way to experience the feeling of a modern European city without the expensive plane ticket. The game also supports modding, meaning the community is constantly adding new cars and content. It's a more relaxed, polished experience compared to the off-road sims, perfect for a chill evening of cruising or for practicing your real-world city navigation skills. It's smooth, sophisticated, and a great showcase for what modern driving sims can achieve when they focus on the details of the concrete jungle. Step into the boots of a patrol officer in the city of Brighton. Police Simulator isn't a high-speed action movie. It's a deep dive into the daily life of law enforcement. You start by handing out parking tickets and work your way up to investigating major accidents and tracking down wanted suspects. The driving is a huge part of the experience, as you have to navigate traffic while responding to emergency calls with your sirens blaring. You have to follow the rules of the road yourself. If you cause an accident, it's on you. The city is a living sandbox where you can stop any vehicle, check licenses, and perform drug tests. The car physics are solid, making the pursuit of a fleeing suspect a tense and tactical experience rather than just a mindless chase. It's a fascinating simulation of a career that requires split-second decision-making and a thorough understanding of the law. If you've ever wondered what it's actually like to be behind the wheel of a cruiser, this is as close as it gets. It's professional, immersive, and surprisingly rewarding when you close a difficult case. If you think driving a bus is just about stopping and going, Bus Simulator 22 is here to show you the massive responsibility of moving a city. You aren't just a driver, you're the heart of a public transport network. This game gives you two massive maps, one inspired by the US and one by Europe, and a fleet of officially licensed buses from brands like Mercedes-Benz, Volvo, and Scania. The simulation goes deep. You have to sell tickets, handle unruly passengers, and make sure you're perfectly aligned with the curb so people can board. The driving physics are weighty and realistic. Navigating a massive articulated bus through a tight roundabout in the rain is a genuine skill. You also manage the business side, planning routes, hiring drivers, and expanding your empire. It's a strangely therapeutic experience that rewards precision and punctuality. Whether you're driving the night shift under the city lights or a busy school run in the morning, the atmosphere is spot on. It's the ultimate day in the life simulator for anyone who appreciates the giants of the road. Even years after its release, Assetto Corsa remains the holy grail for hardcore track enthusiasts. This isn't just a game, it's a professional-grade racing tool. The laser-scanned tracks are perfect, down to every single bump in the asphalt, and the tire physics are legendary among sim racers. Every car, from a classic 60s Ferrari to a modern F1 monster, has its own distinct personality and mechanical quirks. But the real reason this game never dies is the modding community. You can find almost every car and track ever created by humans somewhere in the archives. The force feedback is so detailed that you can feel exactly when your tires are losing grip or when you've clipped a curb too hard. It's a game that demands a steering wheel to truly appreciate. It's about the pure, distilled joy of the perfect lap. If you want a sim that grows with you, from a beginner to a competitive pro, this is the platform. It's the ultimate canvas for car lovers and the gold standard for racing physics. Welcome to the world of soft body physics, where every collision is a work of art and every mechanical part is simulated in real time. BeamNG.Drive is the ultimate automotive sandbox. It doesn't just simulate how a car drives, it simulates how a car is built. If you hit a pole at 60 miles per hour, the frame bends, the radiator bursts, and the engine might actually stall because the belts snapped. The freedom here is limitless. You can take a delivery van off-roading, try to land a bus on an aircraft carrier, or just engage in the most realistic police chases ever seen in a game. The driving feel is incredibly raw and rewarding because it's based on actual engineering rather than scripted movements. It's a playground for the what-if scenarios of driving. The community-made content is endless, ranging from custom cars to massive adventure maps. It's the kind of game where you can spend hours just testing the suspension of a pickup truck on a dirt road. It is, without a doubt, the most technologically impressive driving sim ever made. This is arguably the most unique, punishing, and hilarious game on the list. My Summer Car is the ultimate car ownership simulator set in rural Finland during the 90s. You start with a heap of rusted parts in your garage and a dream. You have to manually bolt together every single piece of your car, the engine, the suspension, the brakes, all while managing your hunger, thirst, and stress. One loose bolt can mean your engine explodes on the highway, and you'll have to walk miles back home in the dark. It's a game about the struggle of car culture, You take odd jobs like pumping septic tanks to afford parts from a catalog. It's janky, it's difficult, and it's brilliantly atmospheric. When you finally get that engine to turn over for the first time, the sense of accomplishment is higher than in any AAA racer. It's a love letter to the grease-stained reality of being a gearhead, wrapped in a bizarre Finnish survival game. It's a masterpiece of character and mechanical detail. Don't let the title fool you. Euro Truck Simulator 2 is one of the most addictive and relaxing games ever made. There is a reason it has a massive cult following. You start as a driver for hire and eventually build your own logistics empire, hauling everything from yogurt to heavy machinery across a beautiful, scaled-down recreation of Europe. The magic is in the atmosphere. There is something incredibly peaceful about driving a massive rig through the Alps at sunset, with the radio playing and the rain hitting the windshield. The simulation is deep. You manage fuel, sleep schedules, and toll booths, all while navigating realistic traffic. It's a trucker life simulator that lets you customize your rig down to the dashboard accessories and the engine sounds. It's the ultimate podcast game, perfect for winding down after a long day. It's a massive, soul-soothing journey that has been expanded over a decade into a true titan of the simulation genre. The King of Destruction is back, and it's better than ever. Wreckfest 2 takes the legendary soft body damage of the first game and pushes it into the next generation. This isn't just about winning a race. It's about surviving a demolition derby at 100 miles per hour. The new engine allows for even more detailed metal deformation. You can see individual parts of the chassis bending and snapping in real time. But don't let the carnage fool you. The driving physics are surprisingly sophisticated. You have to master throttle control on dirt tracks and manage your car's health as you trade paint with rivals. The customization has been expanded, letting you build the ultimate banger racer from the ground up. It's the perfect antidote to the serious racing sims. It's loud, it's violent, and it's the most fun you can have while destroying a vehicle. If you miss the days of flat out and want to see high-fidelity chaos, Wreckfest 2 is the absolute gold standard for motorized mayhem. We're ending the list with a classic that tried to bridge the gap between arcade and sim. Need for Speed Shift was a radical departure for the series, focusing on the raw, violent experience of being inside a race car. The cockpit view is legendary. The camera shakes, the vision blurs at high speeds, and you can hear the stones hitting the floorboards. It captures the fear of racing better than almost any other game. When you crash, the screen goes gray, and you can hear your driver gasping for air. The physics are simcade, meaning they're accessible, but still require you to respect the racing line and braking zones. It features a great roster of cars and iconic tracks, focusing on the prestige of professional circuit racing. It was a bold experiment that still holds up today as a high-intensity, cinematic racing experience. It's for the players who want the precision of a sim, but the soul and drama of a big-budget production. It's a high-octane finale to our list.